Hello students, welcome to your computer classroom. So in the previous class we were discussing about the exercise of chapter 4, that is QBasic. So let us see the questions which we were discussing, and then we will move to the question and answers also. So if you come to the page, so here we have discussed the objective questions. So if you have not completed till now, you can take the screenshot, or let us do it once again. So basic language was developed in year 1963. Then the second question, the operators used to compare two values of the same type, it is relational operators. Then a data value that does not change during the execution of program, the answer is constant. Then the input statement used to display the output on the screen, the statement is print statement. Then in print command the messages is closed in double quotes. Then question number F, running a program to get the output. So running a program to get the output is called as program execution, option first. Then the second is filling the blanks. So here I have written the answers for you. You can note it down from here. Let me zoom in. So first answer is BASIC was developed by, so it was developed by John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz in year 1963. QBasic stands for, so full form is Quick Beginners All Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. While writing the answers, check that you are writing the spellings correctly. Then question C, that which command is used to clear the previous output on the output screen? The command is CLS command. Question number D, which is non-executable statement? So it is the rem command, which is used for writing the remark in any of the program. Then question E, QBasic was released by, so you have to write the name of the company. So it was released by Microsoft in year 1991. Then question number F, the values given by what cannot be changed at the time of execution? So it is constants. Clear? So constant cannot, values of the constant cannot be changed at the execution time. Question number G, blank stands for remarks. So it is the rem command. Clear? Which is non-executable statement. Question number H, that this statement is used to terminate the program. So which statement is used to terminate the program? It is end command. Now coming to the next question, which is true and false. So here it is written. So all the answers we have already discussed in the previous classes also. So first is QBasic is the version of BASIC. It is true statement. Then BASIC is a word processor. So we know that BASIC is used for learning programming, it is used for writing the programs, and word processors are those softwares or programs using which you can write word related, you can say, for creating document, for creating memos, letters, for typing something. Clear? So those software are called as word processor. For example, MS Word, which we have studied in the previous chapter. So the BASIC is not a word processor, that is why this statement is false. Then question C, basic programs automatically check syntaxes. So yes, whatever the error, if there is any, so the basic software will give you the error message. So this is a true statement. Question number D, a single command is called a statement. So yes, this is also true. Whatever the command which we are writing, so that command is also a statement. So this is true. Question number E, relational operators are used to compare two values of the same type. So this statement is also true. Now coming to the very short answer type questions. So let us see now. So question 4th A, which is give the full form of BASIC. So the answer is given in the book. Let us come to the book and see what is the answer of this. So if we come to so here is the 4th A question, that what is the full form of BASIC. So come to the beginning of the chapter on page number 49. So if we come to the starting of this chapter, here it is given the full form of basic, which is, let me take the marker. So here is the answer, that basic stand for beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. So this is the answer of question 4th A. Okay, then question 4th B, what is, who developed the basic language and when? So this answer is also given there only. So let us see this answer. So basic was developed by, here is the answer, John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz in 1963. Clear? So this is the answer of 4th B, that who has developed the basic. So basic was developed by John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz in 1963. So note it down the answers while you can also take the screenshot, or we will wait for a moment so that you can note it down. Now coming to the third question, which is, name the parts of the QBasic window. Okay, so we have to tell what are the different parts of the QBasic window. So the answer of this question is here. These are the parts of the QBasic window. You have to write only the names. Okay, so what are the parts of the QBasic window? The different parts of the QBasic windows are menu bar, program window, immediate window, and status bar. So this is the answer of 4th C. You have to only write the name of these QBasic component. Clear? So it is the menu bar. Here we know that menu bar is present at the top, where the different you can say file, edit, and these tabs are denoted. Then program window is the place where we write the program. Then immediate window is the window which is present at the bottom, where you can write or execute a single statement and see what is its output. Then status bar is the bottommost bar, where the different shortcut keys is present. Okay, so these are the 4 components of QBasic window. I hope you have written. Then coming to the next, that is, name the 5 elements of QBasic. Clear? So here is the question number D, that what are the 5 elements of the QBasic. So let us see the answer now. The 5 elements of QBasic are, okay, wait a moment. So this answer is also given. Below just this. So these are the elements of the QBasic. Clear? So here this is the answer of 4th D. The elements of the QBasic are, these are the 5 elements: character set, constant, variable, operator, and statement. So only you have to write the names. Clear? That what are the QBasic elements. Okay, so these are short answer questions. Directly write the exact direct answer. Then question number 4th E, what is the use of CLS command in basic? Clear? Let us see. We already know that CLS command is used for to clear the output screen. The same is written here also. So if we come to page 52, here it is given about the CLS command. So yes, we can write from here that this command is used to clear the output screen. Okay, only this much. This is the answer of 4th E. I hope you have written. This is the answer of 4th E. Let us write it once again. Now coming to the next question, which are long answers question. So first is, what is basic? Question number 5th A, what is basic? So let us see the answer of this question. So if we come to the beginning of this chapter on page number 49, there we have the answer. Let us erase this first. So first is the 5th A, what is basic? So the answer of this question will be, let us change the marker. So first is that basic is a high level language, high level programming language. Okay, then no need to write again who designed. So first statement is this, that basic is a high level programming language. Then basic stands for beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. We can write the full form also in this answer. Then this language was especially, wait a moment. So this language was, continue from here, that this language was especially developed for training the beginners in programming. Clear? So this is our full answer. First statement is basic is a high level programming language. Okay, then we will begin from the second line, that basic stands for beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code, and this language was especially developed for training the beginners in programming. So this way, this is the complete answer of question 5th A. Clear? What is basic? Note it down or mark in the book. Now coming to second question, I hope you have written this. Now let us see the second question. That question number 5th B is, differentiate between constant and variables. Okay, so let us see the answer of question 5th B. What is the difference between constant and variable? So the answer of this question is given on next page, page number 50. So here on page number 50 you can see, so this is the first part, that what is constant. So constants are the data or the values in a program that cannot be changed during the program execution. Okay, so this is the first part of the answer. Then second part is, the data may have letter, words, numbers or special characters. So while writing these answers, write the answers point wise. So in the constant we have 2 points. First is, constant are the data or the values in the program that cannot be changed during the program execution, and the data may be letter, words, number or special characters. So this is the 5th B, first part, that what is constant. You can write the answers by making a parting line in between, and on the left side you can write about the constant, and on the right side you can write about the variables. So this way the answer can also be written. So in the constant we have seen the 2 points, in the variable also we will see we can write 2 points. So let us see. So these the two statement we have seen, this was the answer of the constant. Now let us see about variables. So here on page number 51 we have about the variable. So first is, variables are the data values which can be changed. Clear? Then a variable is the name given to a memory location that has a value. Clear? So this is the second part, that is what is variable. So this is 5th B, second part answer. I hope you have written. Constant was just above this, that these two sentences which are given, so both sentences are 1 point. 1 point is the first sentence, second point is the second sentence. In the same way, the variable, the first sentence is the first point and second sentence is the second point. Okay, now coming to the questions. So we have done question number 5B. Now let us see question number 5C. What are operators, and explain the different types with example. Clear? So this also we have seen while discussing that what are the different operators. Now let us see, and also we have to give the examples of these. So here we have, so also we have to write what are operators. Okay, so write about this, that operators are the symbols that indicate the type of operation. Okay, then we can write this statement also, that QBasic has to perform various operations on constant or variables. Now the QBasic has following three types of operators. So this is the beginning of the answer, fifth C, that what is operator and what are its types. So first we have to write the definition of operator, that operators are the symbols that indicate the type of operation. Then second is the different types. So QBasic has following three types of operator. So first is arithmetic operators. You will write this, the first one, which is arithmetic operator. So these are, so write this whole sentence also, these are used to perform mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication and exponential. Clear? And these are the operator symbols. So write which are examples: plus, minus, few of these, division, multiplication, the same which are given here. Clear? So these operators we have to write. So write in the example that these are the different arithmetic operators. Now next is relational operator. So second QBasic we are talking about the three types of operator. So the same we are writing here. So first we have written arithmetic, the second one is relational operator. So write relational operator. So these are used to compare two values of the same type. The result of the comparison is either true or false. Okay, and here we can write the few examples here which are given here in the operator, the same symbols you can write: example, then, greater than, less than, okay, equal to, right, 2 3, greater than, equal to. So we can give few of the examples of the relational operator. Okay, now next is logical operator. So the third part of this is logical operators. So complete sentence can be written that logical operators, they are used to combine two or more relational expressions. These can be calculation, there can be calculation to return a single value. It can be true or false. The logical operators, the examples are and, or, and not. So we can write the sentence complete. So this way we have seen the three types of operator, and this is the answer of question number 5C. So if you have not written, note it down. First we have to write the definition of operator. So only the first sentence also can be written. If you don't want to write the second sentence, write the first sentence only, that operators are symbols that indicate the type of operation. Then the QBasic has following three types of operators. The three types are arithmetic, relational and logical. So in these all of the three, first we have to write the definition and then the examples. So the examples are the different operators like plus, minus, division, multiplication in the arithmetic. Then in the relational we have greater than, less than, equal to. In the same way in the logical, the operators are and, or, and not. So I hope you have written. This is the 5th C. Now coming to the next question, which is 5th D, that describe the use of following statements with the syntax. Clear? Now we have to give the uh, definition of different statements along with the syntax of that. So we have seen all of these statements. We have also run the program of these. So let us see now these statements each and see the answers. So first is rem command. So rem command, it is also given in the book also. So if we come to page number 52, here is the rem command. Let us erase these first. So first is ram command. So what will be the answer of this? That ram command stands for remark, and you can write this statement also, that it is a non executable statement that is ignored by the computer, and it is used at the beginning of the program to give a title. So you can make the sentence little bit short, and in the syntax you have to write the syntax, that syntax ram whatever is the name of the command, then the comments which is written here. So here we can write whatever the comments which you want to write in the program. So here is the example. So we no need to write the example, only we need to write the syntax. Clear? So this will be the answer of fifth D, first question. Okay, that what is the ram command and what is the syntax. So we have to write the syntax along with this. Now the next one is, let us come to the book. The next is input command. So input command is also just below this on the page number 52. So input command, so this command is used to enter data assigned to a variable given within the program while it is running. Clear? Then we can write the last sentence also. When the user hits the enter key, the line is read into a variable. So we know that we have while running the program, when we use the input command, on the output screen we get the question mark, and whatever the value we want to give to that variable, we can write the value and press the enter key. So here is the syntax, that input, and the message which you want to write with the input command, this can be written, and using a comma we can write the name of the variable. Clear? For example, here it is given input n. So there is no message, only the input statement is given and a name of the variable. Clear? So this was the second answer of question 4th D, that what are input command. Okay, now coming to the next, which is print command. So let us see the answer of print command. So print command is also, it is given on page number 53. So what is the use of print command? So you can write from here that this command is used to display text on the screen. Whatever the message we want to print, at the place of you will write v. Whatever the message we want to print, here also we must put it in double quotes after the print command. Clear? This much is required to be written, and the syntax is here, that print expression list. So whatever the expressions which you want, you can use the print and expression list. No need to write this semicolon. Clear? Only write this much, print expression list. Okay, so this is the answer of the fourth part of question number 5th D. Clear? Then the next question is, after the print command, the next one is, okay, so that was the third, sorry, so corrected. Next is CLS command. So let us see the CLS command. This was the third answer which we were writing, the print was the third statement. Now next is CLS. So CLS, it is given just above this. So here you can see it is the CLS command. So this is very easy. You can directly write that this command is used to clear the output screen. Okay, and write the syntax, that syntax CLS. You don't need to write much. This will be the sufficient. So this is the answer of the fourth part. Okay, all these answers are given on page number 52 and 53 only. Now let us see the next one. What is go to statement? So go to can see the answer of the goto statement just below this on page number 52. So goto command tells the computer to go to another place in the program and run the same program for a number of times unconditionally. And also we know that to use goto command we need, so you can write, to use goto command we need a line number or label in the program. Clear? So you can write, make the sentence little bit short. Then the syntax of this is syntax go to line number or level. So we have seen the examples also. We don't need to write the example in the answer, only write the syntax. So whatever the go to line number you want to write, we can write the line number or the level as we have seen here. So after writing the print first line, here it is written go to label, so it will skip the third line and go directly to the fourth line where we have the label. Okay, so this was the go to statement. Okay, now the next is if then else. So if then else statement is also given below this. So if then else, here it is. So this command is used to check a particular conditions whether it is true or false. If the condition is true, the computer will follow the command given after then, and if the condition is false, the computer will ignore the then statement and move to the else part to execute. So we will have to write the full sentence. So here we know that in the if, then and else, whatever the condition we are writing with the if, first it will check it, and if it is true, then it will go to the whatever the command which is written with the then, or else if it is false, then it will go to the else. Clear? So this much is the meaning of this if then else, and if the syntax of this, it is given that if the condition what is there, then with the then the command which we want to execute, and after that then we have the else. Clear? So if, then and else, these are the three command names, and with the if the condition is checked, and with the then and else we can write the command or the instructions which we want to be executed. Okay, so this was the last part of the answer. Now coming to the book again. Next is a application based question. The question here is, a computer teacher has asked you to create a program in QBasic to find out the area of a square whose each side is 5 centimeter. What are the steps you will follow to do this task? So basically it is asking about that if you are if you want to find the area of the square. So we all know that the square have equal sides. So suppose the side of square is S, then the another is also S. So here it is talking about that if the side is 5 centimeter, so write a program to calculate the area of the square. Okay, so let us try to write the program of this, and we can see the output also. So we can use the, here I have written the program for this, so you can see it. So whatever the side of the square you want to give as an input, this can be given, or you can use the let command also to give the value directly, like let s is equal to 5. So you can use that way also, or either you can use this input statement. So here we have written the input statement. So input enter side of the square, so this will be the message, and whatever the variable you want to use, so s we have taken. So when we run this program, we will get a question mark on the screen which will ask you to enter the side of the square. So this will be saved in variable s. Then we know already that all of the sides are equal, so we not need to take the length of the another side. So directly we can find the area, like area is equal to side into side. So here the length of the side is s, so s into s, it will be multiplied and it will be saved in the variable area. Then whatever the area you have calculated, it can be printed using the print statement. So the print command we have used, then whatever the message which we want we can write, then after the semicolon this is the name of the variable where we have stored, so it is stored in the area. Now let us try to run this program and see this output. So if you go to the run command, we can go here, or also we can directly press the F5 button. So here is the screen. So it is asking enter the side of the square. So as in the question it is said that the side is 5 centimeters. So press 5, write 5 and press the enter key. So here is the output that area of the square, it is 25. Clear? So 5 into 5 it is 25. You can give any other values also, but as per the question is asking about the side of the square is 5 centimeter, so that's why we have given 5. Okay, so this was the output of the question. So you can write this question as the program of this question in the copy also. Now this way we have completed the application based question. Now the remaining, which is lab activity question, we will discuss in the online class and see what is the way to write these programs. It is very easy. Now in the next class we will continue with the new chapter, which is about MS Excel. So before this, complete all the questions of the exercise, and if you have any doubt, confusion, we will discuss in the online session as well. Thank you.